Now this gun is the Winchester XPR, and this is Winchester's answer to the affordable bolt-action rifle category. And they've done some smart things with this gun. They have a tubular receiver, of course, which makes the receiver easier to manufacture. One of the problems with the Model 70, not easy to manufacture and not cheap either. And they also use a Savage-style barrel nut to attach the barrel to the receiver. Again, it's a quick process and it's affordable, but it results in very good head spacing. The XPR's bolt is a round bolt and it's oversized, meaning you have full diameter contact the whole length along the inside of the receiver, but then you have 3 bolt lugs that give you a 60-degree bolt throw. Also, there's a groove here on the side of the bolt, and what that does is guide the bolt's travel so you don't get a lot of wobble as you're cycling the bolt. Fairly clever, affordable to make, but it performs. Now the safety's familiar if you're familiar with some Browning rifles, and it just slides back and forth here, but when it's in the on position, the bolt's locked and the MOA trigger is blocked. So if you want to open your bolt, there's a tab that you have to depress, and you just press that down. That allows you to open your bolt, take cartridges out, whatever you need to do, but the trigger is still blocked. In order to have an accurate rifle, I think you need a good trigger. Now, a lot of companies on their affordable products have gone to a Savage-style articulated blade safety in the trigger. Not so Winchester. Winchester developed the MOA trigger, and it does have some adjustment, but it's fairly crisp. It has almost no over travel, and really, it's a good trigger, especially on a value price gun. Now, one of the things you give up with a value price gun is the magazine. You can't load it from the ejection port into the magazine. The polymer magazine holds 3 rounds, and you have to tow the cartridges in. So if you're going to load this magazine, you have to load it outside the gun. But the good news with a magazine like this, a detachable magazine, and its release is right here in the front, is you can carry extra magazines in your pocket if you want, and they're easy enough to change out. So in keeping with its affordable theme, of course they have a polymer stock, and it's actually a very well thought out stock. It's got a nice thin wrist here so that when you bring the gun up, it's not the prettiest stock, but ergonomically it's quite good. You have a fairly open pistol grip, and then you have stippling molded into the mold of the stock that presents positive checkering on both the forend and on the wrist. So even if you're out in the rain, you're going to be able to hold on to this gun. Now, another thing that they did was use the Flex Recoil Pad. And this is a pad you see on other Browning and Winchester products, but it's nice and soft and tacky, and it does a great job of absorbing recoil. Now, of course, the bolt release is on the left side of the gun. Simply open up the bolt, press the tab, and out comes the bolt. And the bolt release also serves as a bolt guide. Some guns that have these full diameter bolts wobble around inside the receiver. Not the XPR. It keeps good control of the bolt, so it's nice and smooth when you cycle it. Now, Winchester did something interesting when it came to the bedding. Instead of having the recoil lug as part of the action itself, what they did was they molded the recoil lug right into the stock. And you can see right here, that's your recoil lug. The XPR is a new chapter in Winchester rifles. Of course, this gun is made in Portugal by Browning for Winchester Repeating Arms Company. And the gun comes in 30-06, 270, 300 Win Mag, and 338 Win Mag. It'll cover most North American big game hunting. But what it does is provide accurate affordability. This rifle retails for $550.
For more reviews of firearms and shooting gear, check out the latest edition of American Rifleman the magazine,